Hello and welcome back to Let's Play James Fighter's Anthology. We'll be continuing where we left off last time with the Ukrainian campaign.
Stakes have just gone up. This morning, Russian transports began flying in troops to occupy Odessa and eventually the Crimea itself. Now this represents a clear violation of Ukrainian airspace, to say nothing of Ukrainian sovereignty. Now, we've been ordered to splash any Russian aircraft we detect over the country. Transports are the priority items, but obviously you can't ignore fighter escorts if you encounter them.
Turkey shoot, USS Eisenhower, CVN 69. Date April 10th, local time 1500 hours. Weather clear. Situation: despite a successful attack on the ships moored in Sevastopol, the Russians continue to build up their forces around Odessa. Halt the invasion. The USS Eisenhower has been ordered to protect Ukrainian airspace. Mission objective: the Russians are employing AN-74 polar transports to ferry air defense personnel and equipment to the international airport at Odessa. Ukrainians have decreed this a clear violation of Ukrainian airspace, and U.S. fighters are being deployed to protect Ukrainian sovereignty. Current rules of engagement state that only airborne targets may be engaged. Ground targets are off limits pending further developments in the crisis. Order of battle: recommended aircraft F-14B, recommended weapons AIM-9M, AIM-54, AIM-120, threat suppression data, ground opposition, portable man-portable SAMs, air opposition, possible MiG-27s and MiG-29s. I believe they're using the MiG-27s as a stand-in for the MiG-23, because the MiG-27 is a ground attack variant of the MiG-23, which is a fighter comparable somewhat to the F-4 Phantom. It's a third-generation fighter jet. Not really a big threat to us. The MiG-29s are fourth-gen fighter jets, somewhat comparable to the F-16 or F-18. Those pose more of a threat, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. And it shows here we're going to be trying to intercept the transports east of Odessa, so we should have plenty of time to get them up. We'll take our trusty F-14B, and you see we actually can take Corsair ground attack aircraft in this campaign, even though they're supposed to be retired in 92. I think that's why I got a little confused in the Vietnam single missions. I was trying to talk about that. So we're going to take the Sparrows, since the transports aren't super high priority. I want to save the Phoenix missiles for either high priority targets like bombers, or if we have to get a fighter off a critical target that we need to protect. And likewise, the MiG-27s won't be too much of an opponent. So I think taking a full load of Sparrows should be more than enough for us. So we're going to fly with that. And we're told to launch when ready, so we will launch.
Got one.
I do like the aircraft ride we have there. Okay, so let's range out and roll gently to the right. We see friendly Ukrainian MiG-27s, MiG-23s are intercepting an enemy MiG-27. We will just a bit shy of using our afterburner when we intercept these AN-74s. We pull up our Sparrow missiles, and let's gain some altitude. Guys. Now the nice thing about these missiles, these newer Sparrow missiles, is that in addition to being more reliable, they'll have a bit longer range and more lethality against targets than the older Sparrows. Their hit probability is also significantly higher. I think we had a max of 40% with the old Sparrow. These, I believe, go up to 70%. There's still semi-active radar homing, so we can only launch against one target at a time because we have to keep it continuously painted. But for these early missions, that won't be a problem, especially against MiG-27s or MiG-23s, as I think they should be. Now the MiG-20s, I'm just going to call them MiG-23s. I know they're MiG-27s, but these should be MiG-23s. The MiG-23s, they do have somewhat similar armaments in that they have, I do believe they have a Russian equivalent to the Sparrow, a medium-range semi-active radar homing weapon. They also have, I believe, short and medium-range IR-guided missiles as well, but their range is generally going to be inferior. The MiG-23 was one of the last Soviet fighter designs that were basically point defense interceptors in that they're to be vectored onto their target using ground defense intercept radars, and then their radar was more for just locking on their own weapons rather than finding targets. And we see there is an aircraft painting us. It looks like some MiG-23s have broken off to engage us, and they are experts. They have the 3 dots, but I'm not sure if all goes well. They won't even get what the range was. Now they're turning away, or at least I don't know. I'm sure they'll turn back eventually. And we are still closing in. So we'll throw our jammers on just in case. We see limited skirmishes between we have Russian MiG-23 there. We did see some Ukrainians earlier. I don't know if the Russian boat was or not. So this guy might end up trying to intercept us, depending on how close we get. You see the Kohlers are descending. They're probably getting somewhat close to their target. And the MiG-27 and the MiG-23s are coming to attack us. That's great. Another improvement of these Sparrows over the old Sparrows is that I believe they've removed the limitation of ground clutter, in that if there's a target below us, we can still shoot at it, because all U.S. aircraft at this time period should be equipped with look-down, shoot-down radars, and the missiles should also be able to work against lower ground targets. Not necessarily like 50 feet off the ground, but if, they're like 1,000 feet below you, it's not going to be, I can't see anything, but the ground is reflecting that, so that will be nice for us. Looks like they keep debating whether to leave us. There's the Ukrainian MiGs. Looks like they're debating whether to leave the transports and chase directly after us. Because it looks like they keep trying to go back to protect the transports, and then they're like, let's run. So, I guess we'll take out his wingman first. He should be coming in the range shortly. That's where our radar. We do see there's Russian aircraft to our left still. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to climb a little more, just to 20,000 feet. Try to get us out of the range, because the briefing did mention man-portable SAMs, so let's go up high and make sure those aren't a huge issue.
He's at 12 o'clock. He's at 12 o'clock.
So he's almost in range. And his wingman's going to be right behind him. So we do have to keep that in mind. So I might let this guy fly a little early.
He's at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe not. So we're already got a higher hit probability than the Vietnam Air Sparrow.
Apex inbound, drop down.
You see they're responding by firing their equivalent. But they have a really shitty equivalent.
He's at 12 o'clock.
And this Sparrow is optimized for dogfights too, unlike the Vietnam Air Sparrow, which was intended more as a standoff weapon.
Taking a shot.
So we'll fire another Sparrow at this guy. And hopefully he'll hit. If not, we're done.
At 12 o'clock.
And he hits.
Last one. Logic.
So very easy. Let's see. And our mission objectives are right over here.
He's at 12 o'clock slow. Turning left.
So I will waste 2 Sparrows on these guys. See, we're against the ground, and I think it does reduce our hit probability, but it doesn't, just instantly turn off the lock. pitching
12
box.
o'clock close. Turning
So
left.
even though these are big aircraft and we're a little bit close, it's only a 55% probability. And
12
we
o'clock
missed.
close. Turning left.
Now it's
Apex
pointless.
inbound. Drop tap.
Him up. Let's see what's going on here. From the 27s are fighting. So the Ukrainians are putting up a fight. We'll have our wingman go and take care of that aircraft because he deserves kills too. We like our wingman. Our
12
wingman
o'clock
is
close. Turning left. Apex inbound. Drop tap. Switch to missile.
We could also use our cell liners, but I'm going to save those for the dogfight. So we're just going to go in and get the easy gun kill.
Get him out.
We're out of range of Buck or whatever was shooting at us. It couldn't be man-portable because it was very light. Man-portable typically use IR systems because they're more compact. If you were to try to make a radar system in a man-portable missile, it wouldn't be very effective. Let's just say that because of how small it is. I mean, an AMRAAM missile only has a radar effective out to maybe 10 miles per mile. So, and those are pretty decently sized. So you can imagine how a missile, that's like as tall as me and a third as wide would be, trying to fit a radar in there. Like it just wouldn't be worth it, and you'd probably have no resistance to ECCM because of the limited size. Maybe nowadays they could maybe do a little bit more.
Turn and burn, baby. Deploy.
Alright, so they're trying to land even though we're here messing up their day. That's just great. And we see our 20mm rounds shredding these guys.
3 o'clock. Getting away. We got him now.
I will say they have balls for trying to do. And I guess it's really all they can do because they can't evade us. And we'll have our wingman cleared to engage any additional bandits in the area. And we'll circle around for one last pass. It looks like there is an extra bandit in the air. I feel bad for the troops inside, because that's kind of a shitty way to die, being stuck in the cargo hold with a plummeting aircraft, but war is war.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's do a sweep for any remaining bandits around us. It looks like the Russian is being messed up pretty badly. Yeah, the Ukrainians winning against them pretty handily. I don't see any other bandits, so it looks like we are clear to return to the carrier. Yeah, so the AOX is near bandit, so we just looked at. So we will return to the group, and we will be taking back with us 3 Sparrows, so that's not bad. Pretty close to shore, considering we're more or less in a shooting war with the Russians. Excuse me, right now, but whatever. I suppose the flip side of that, they don't model ships' ability to shoot down anti-ship missiles is that most anti-ship missiles have a much more restricted range than in real life, or even versus this time period. So there is that. And I do see a bandit 50 miles out. We have an experienced MiG-27. Let's see. I think we're going to lose the drop tanks anyways. So yeah, there goes our wingman's drop tanks. Okay, maybe we wanted to, but I'm going to take this guy out anyways, because he's a little too close to the carrier for my taste. tanks. We probably could have saved those, but we can get another kill, so why not?
Echelon formation.
I don't know why he keeps defaulting to line formation. I prefer echelon myself. And granted, they all have their uses for different tactical situations, but...
He's at 12 o'clock high.
We have a chance to take out a Russian ace here. Well, he's still flying a shitty aircraft, so let's do that. Even though it has absolutely no effect on later missions, we can still say we did that. And we can say we're an ace in a mission.
He's at 12 o'clock high.
Because we took out the 3 transports, we took out the 2 MiG-27s, and now we're going to take out the and he's gone. So we'll turn off the jammers and return to the carrier. Or in the A7, I think he must have launched from the carrier, because there was one on it when we were just looking. He's probably going to be striking the airport at Odessa, would be my guess.
Lead west.
But surely the Russians will still do something in there.
Waypoint Delta, bearing 82, descend to Angel 0. We're almost home.
I don't see any other friendly aircraft. Yeah, there's no other aircraft in the land. There we go. That's one of our IRS base.
Clear to left. Wind at 12 knots. Lower. Lower. Slower. Slower.
There it is.
3 miles. Lower. 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 2 miles. Lower.
And we have more airspeed than I like.
Lower.
So that shaves
Lower.
that off.
Lower. 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 Call the ball. Lower. On the ball. Lower. Lower.
We gotta shave off more
Lower.
airspeed.
Lower. Lower. Fire. Fair landing.
We got a fair landing. I think we're getting used to the Tomcat. It tends to keep its speed better, I think, at lower altitudes and speeds. Or, I'm sorry, it keeps its energy and altitude better than the Hornet. I think at speeds, at these landing speeds, so it's just very good at conserving that energy. Yeah, see, my throttle was closed this whole time. We can't even get our aircraft to stop. That picture perfect parking. And we're still a bit too far forward, but close enough. Hawkeye's in the air. Looks like the Ukrainian dude didn't manage to take out that Russian MiG, but oh well. We'll watch our wingmate come in. you have it. Mission accomplished. Debrief, USS Eisenhower, CVN-69. Date, April 10th. Mission, turkey shoot. Resolution, success. Those Kohlers were easy kills, but MiG escorts are always a problem. Achieving the objective despite enemy fighter cover is tricky, but you managed it. Good job. Targets. We got 50% landing rate, our wingman got 45%, so I'm happy with that. We had 3 MiG-27s and 3 Kohlers. Just a side note, this game does classify transport aircraft as bombers, so that's why they're being called bomber. And our wingman got a MiG-27 kill as well. 3 of our 4 Sparrows hit, 1 just failed because of ground clutter. And our wingman, he launched 2 Sparrows, it looks like 1 hit, 1 missed. And then our gun, we got pretty high accuracy with that, all things considered. And we spoofed all the SAM launches with chaff.
Hey, Al, I saw that 4 landing you made today. How'd you get qualified for carriers anyway?
I was test pilot for a nebulized version of the Su-27. When our country signed the Defense Pact, I went to Pensacola to train in U.S. carrier operations.
So what, in your opinion, is the big deal with the Crimea?
The Russians gave the peninsula to the Ukrainian people in the 1950s as a sign of mutual friendship. Now that we're separate countries, they want it back.
Sheesh, what a bunch of Indian givers.
Well, what they really want is a large port on the Black Sea, and they'll make all sorts of claims to keep it.
Pretty messy. So who do you think it belongs to?
Well, it didn't belong to the Russians when they conquered it. I'd say it belongs to whoever can hold on to it.
And those are pretty true words right there. So that's it for this episode. We'll do our regular maintenance on our Tomcat, and we'll see you next time for whatever the Russians have to throw at us next.